everybody. Welcome back to Dat Fury Radio. I'm Howie Howard from Mr. Furious Records, joined again by Cory Kibler. We have another discussion question this week. How are you feeling, Cory Kibler?
I feel so good. I do feel pretty good. It's nice.
The weather helps a lot, right? Yeah, just having a nice day.
Just like seeing, oh my God, it's been so sweltering. And so stepping out to my car and having it be like 68 degrees and I'm getting sprinkled on a little bit. So good.
Love getting sprinkled on. My
water emoji. Sorry, go on. Sorry.
That clipped so bad.
Sorry.
My question for you. What a weird intro. I'm sorry. My question for you is I want to talk about something we've talked about it, just one-on-one. I think we've maybe touched on it on podcasts, maybe prior or not, but I just went through the experience, so I wanted to just get it out there and I want to raise this topic as just like affirmation for anybody creative who's listening and going through this, because I think that this is some version of this is super common, but we don't talk about it a lot, and so I want to talk about it. And that is, of course, like it's not so much fear of creativity or fear of the blank page exactly, but it's the fear after a break that you can no longer do your art. And I just, it's irrational, but I just went through it. I was out of town for 8 days, and of course in the middle of many projects like I always am. And when I got back home, I felt it. I was just like, I don't know if I will ever sing again. I don't know if I can play guitar. I don't remember what I was soldering. Like, it's all kind of, it felt like it was gone. And it took a few days to reacquaint myself with all the things. And of course, then I recorded what I think is a great guitar track, and I completed a soldering project, and I've been messing with some synth chords on the computer, and it's all fine. It's all fine. It's all gonna be fine. But that first 48 to 72 hours of just wondering if it was gone, What is that? That's the question. What is that? Why do we do that over and over again? I've been playing guitar for 30 years.
Man, I don't know, but it is real, and I have it every time. I think, God, part of it might be maybe there's a little imposter syndrome in there. Every time thus far when I've written a song I really liked or that ended up well, I just sort of got lucky and I stumbled upon something that happened to work, but there's no guarantee I'll find it again. Maybe there's a sort of use it or lose it sort of thing. But I think for me, it's more okay, rationally I know that art and music and working on anything creative is 99% elbow grease. It's just doing the work. And any sort of spark or happy accident or inspiration or something that kind of comes out of nowhere, or one of those, those songs that pop fully formed into your head or something like that, that's really rare. But I think irrationally, instinctually, I attribute when I do something good that I like or whatever, it's I almost don't even know how I did it, because it's such a non-scientific thing for me. It's just sort of messing around and trying stuff out until something clicks, and then I'm oh yeah, I like this. This is the core of a song. And it's I feel I'm not going to find that again. I'll sit down and I'll mess around with lyrics for a hip hop song, or I'll mess around with the guitar for a while, and it just won't happen. But then if I don't touch my guitar for 6 months, I swear to God, I pick it up and I just start goofing around with zero. I'm not there to write a song or do anything. I'm just bored. So I pick it up, and then within 10 minutes, I'm whoa, this is pretty cool. I come up with something that I like. and it's literally just willing to like the work to do it, and then the like it's a mental thing too, because I think sometimes I've sat down and I've come up with cool stuff, but it was like I was after something else, or I was in the wrong state of mind, and so I was like, that's no good. And I think other times I've written something that actually wasn't as good as I thought it was, but it felt right, so I ended up fleshing it out, turning it into a song or something like that. But anytime I take a break, like I have that feeling that you're describing, and it doesn't have to be a long break either. I will say my definition of finishing a song is having arranged it and recorded more than just a decent demo of it. And I haven't like finished a guitar song in a really long time, like years and years and years. I've gotten like 95% of the way there, but for some reason I haven't finished it. And I don't know if that's boredom or fear or what, but it's related to that feeling, whatever it is.
And you said more than just demos. So these are recordings that you're potentially thinking about releasing?
I would say a recording that, well, I guess it could be a demo, but the song recorded as it would be released on an official record. Like the performances don't have to be perfect. It can be a little rough. If one vocal note's a little goofy, that's fine. But just like somebody could listen to that version of a song and know all about how it goes.
Okay,
I guess.
So between
like,
it's more than the voice memo that's just for yourself that like triggers your memory of how it goes. But
yeah.
It's
like the full idea, the fully realized idea of a song, even if it's not like fully orchestrated, like there aren't drums on it or whatever, and there eventually might be. But just like, here's the complete thing. Here's the melody, exactly how it should be. Here's the lyrics, exactly how it should be, the arrangement, everything like that.
Yeah.
And it would be pretty easy for me to do that. Like I could see myself doing an iPhone demo voice recording and finishing a song that way, you know. I'd probably rather do it on my MacBook, so it just sounded a lot better and I could like edit it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like the final, laying down the final version that I'm happy with, that I would send to other people or something.
Yeah, it's complete.
Yeah.
Regardless of the fidelity. Yeah.
Yes. Like I sent you recently, a few months ago, like a song that I told you, when this is finished, I'll be really proud of it. And I really like it where it is now. But you can tell there's a few moments where I like kind of haven't made up my mind or something, or I'm still kind of trying a little something out, or I don't know how long a part should be. And those are kind of like simple decisions. But for some reason, I haven't made them. I don't know why. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's sort of like I got the idea out there, so I know I won't forget it. And then I lost the motivation to like follow through or something like that.
You know, yeah, and this I don't know if this is related or not, but I do, you know, I prefer like a kind of naturalistic sort of Steve Albini to Jay Robbins style of production most of the time. And, you know, I've never been terribly interested in like adding a million little layers and little headphone candy, you know, and all that tiny stuff. Like, and it does, each layer gets like harder and harder for me to add. And I just want to be finished with it.
Yeah, totally.
Which is, I mean, it's kind of in a little different area, but there's maybe some similarity there. While you were talking, I had a realization about my own kind of fear or whatever this emotion is. And this is, you know, I'm sure this will connect with some people and not with others, and that's totally okay. But I realized that for me, you know, kind of stepping up to the microphone, and it doesn't have to be actual recording, right? But like having a session, whether I'm intending to record or write something or mix something or whatever it might be. It is like, it's an emotionally vulnerable thing, because when a session does not go well, the frustration, I feel it so hard.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm in a good groove and I'm being regularly productive, number one, it's like in my memory and in my kind of day-to-day practice that like I'm getting things done, I'm having successes. So I'm having that experience, and I'm also like, if today doesn't go well, that feels okay. Like yesterday went well, I can afford to lose today. I've got another chance tomorrow. Like it's all kind of happening, and I can absorb that loss of a day easier. But when I've missed a week or more, doing that first thing feels like there's a lot more weight. I'm putting a lot more weight on it, right? Because I really want to have a success and like get back on track, but I'm not on a roll. And if it goes badly, I'm going to take it hard.
Mm-hmm.
And that adds up to kind of making it hard to get started because it feels risky to do it again.
It is risky is a great word for it, because so I have never felt more, I literally don't think I've felt more demoralized in my life than when I was in the studio trying to nail a track that I couldn't nail. Like, there's like real shame involved with it. It's like everybody's counting on me, or I'm in the booth and people are watching me and there's this guitar part and I just can't get it. And you're spending time and you're spending money and whatever. It just sucks. It sucks like having wasted that time, and then also whatever. It's just difficult. And then it sucks to worry that what if I spend the next 2 hours recording vocals, none of them work out? That's 2 hours wasted that I could have been doing something more productive. And then I have to do it again. And then what if I can't do it then? And what if I'm just stuck in this moment, this part forever? Like there's a real risk that could happen. I mean, it usually doesn't, but it could. And I feel like if I'm going to sit down and like try and work on a song for 2 hours, I'll be really bummed if nothing comes from it. Or if it's even worse, it's like a bad song or something. I don't know.
That's kind of like why, and not most people do this, but that's kind of like why I make spreadsheets for almost all my projects, because it helps me break the project down into accomplishable chunks. And I mean like accomplishable in an hour or two, or at least having an idea where to go. Like in my private Dharmic Beams spreadsheet right now, every song, it just says like, how many more tracks do I need? Like sounds. And some of them are done. And some of them it's like, you need one more thing. It's a lead. Maybe it's a guitar lead. Maybe it's a synth lead. Maybe I haven't decided yet. Some of them are like, you need 3 more things. Sorry, buddy.
I love that though.
But at least I can, and I look at that spreadsheet multiple times a week and just think about like, oh, well, what could I do today? Or like, what song? I'll just give that one a listen and see if I can imagine, should it be a guitar or should it be a synthesizer, And that's like getting something done a little bit.
Yep. You know what I just realized about myself, that I hate making choices. I hate deciding how long an intro should be, and I hate deciding what order parts should go in. Because what if I decide and then it's not as good as it could have been? I am a victim all the time of like option paralysis, and it could be like 2 options.
You love the possibilities, yeah.
Yeah, yep. I don't like having to I don't like deciding. Once you finish a song, you've decided. And actually, once I actually have finished a song, it's very liberating, because then I can move on and I can be like, well, I finished a song. I wrote a song. And it may be good or it may be bad, but I got it done. But like, if you never officially finish it, then it's still possible that it could be better, or I don't know what. But I hate choosing. Like that has always been my least favorite part of songwriting, is like the arranging and like deciding about overdubs or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's almost like once I get the parts written, like if I get all the parts written and I have all the melodies and lyrics and stuff, then it's sort of like, all right, well, I've done the fun part. So now I don't want to like, put it together or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I feel about recording like the basic track. Like, like if drums, bass, guitar are done, I'm like, yeah, that was the fun part.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Now I've got to do overdubs? Ugh.
Yeah, totally. You're like, this is just, it's just a slog. I mean, it's good. It's important. I don't know what it is exactly. I mean, I would say like I need to get over like my fear of having it not be ideal.
Yeah.
Or I just need to be more okay with having a song that's not perfect or something. But also, it's so silly to be worried about deciding that a song is done. I don't know. It just doesn't matter that much.
That label of done, when it's done in your heart, that really means something to you. That's like big, it's kind of like the big line.
Right? Yeah. Totally. So
people will be surprised to hear this maybe given how much we've done together, but that like arranging is my kind of like my favorite part.
Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah.
So I could potentially help you, especially if it's like a specific question, like how long should the intro be? I love answering questions like that. And now if you just throw me like a bunch of parts to a song and be like, what order should all of these go in and how many times should they repeat?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of a lot.
Yeah.
But the specific questions about how long should the intro be? Do we need to go back to the chorus here or not? Does this need a bridge? I love questions. I love answering questions like that.
I feel like my natural songwriting approach, like I used to just do verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, verse, just because it was easy. It's like, that's really simple. So that's how I'm going to write all the songs. When I got a little bit older and I realized I could arrange a song any way I wanted, then I would literally, I was writing a lot of those songs that were like verse, verse, chorus, verse, end, or something, you know what I mean? Or I'd have like 3 or 4 parts just right in a row. And I think I just need to be more okay with that. And I need to be more okay with a song that is 1 minute and 45 seconds long.
Yeah.
Just like maybe a song is done and it's like I feel like I should add more to it, but I don't actually. I can just call it,
Yeah, and I love a weird arrangement. I love mixed up, a non-standard number of sections or like odd lengths of things, and I try to be really intuitive arranging my own stuff and just letting my ear kind of guide like what does it feel like, and I'll play it and I'll listen and actually just today I'm gonna look this up. Approach, I'm looking something up for you. You're in my workout playlist, as you often are. It was Brotherfly Effect off of Sweet Knuckle Junction. Is it the remix or is it the regular one? Just the regular one. Track 6 off Sweet Knuckle Junction. And so it's got this like, don't quote me, but I think it's like a 4-bar bass line, right? So there's bar 1 has this chord change. And then bars 2, 3, and 4 are all the same, just the tonic or whatever. And I swear, I was doing my push-ups or whatever, and I was just like, I wish this was a 3-bar loop, right? Like that extra repeat of the same thing. I was just like, no, I want to remix this. Like I could flip this into something a little bit different, because it's, as I was hearing it at the time, and I love the song, don't get me wrong, but it just felt like it was losing steam. Like it wanted to move on.
Yeah.
Because that bass note was staying the same.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, this would be perfect. I want to remix this and cut it into just a 3-bar loop. And then maybe keep the vocals the same, right? And so you get kind of an odd evolving thing. But that's an example of how in my arranging, like I'm always just trying to listen for where does the energy need to shift. And sometimes that means like, I also love like a psychedelic, like just doing a long thing, right? I've done plenty of long things.
Yeah, totally.
So it's not that things have to be moving constantly, but just finding that thread through it all, driving that perfect lap on Mario Kart, and hitting all the curves.
I probably what I need to do is I need to serve my own interests more, because what I like are shorter songs that leave me wanting more, that get in and get out and say what they need to. And sometimes songs need 5 minutes to do that. But a lot of mine don't, they need 2.5 minutes about. And so probably what I just need to do is like mentally lower the bar for myself. Just be like, I don't have to have a bridge if I'm not feeling it. Like if I am feeling it, I can mess around a little bit and come up with a bridge, no problem. 1 chord, 2 chord bridge, whatever. But I certainly don't need it. And I can just, like even a rough, even 8 to 10 songs of like rough, MacBook recordings of finished songs would be pretty amazing at this point. So anyway.
Oh, absolutely. And there's no rules anymore about lengths of anything or how many tracks, or it's all over the place, which I think is great. You can make it whatever you want it.
Yep.
I think that's actually a great takeaway for you, like a practical thing. And also like, you can always fire off a voice memo or a demo to your old friend Howie and just be like, is this done? Does this need another part? How long should this go?
Yeah.
And I'll typically have an answer for you pretty quick.
Yeah, that's good. I do thrive when I'm in bands with good deciders. Like, there's probably a lot of times where I wouldn't have done a record or actually played a show or anything if I weren't in a band with you or Jamie, just because, like, when it comes to playing shows, especially Jamie was like the one actually.
He was good at booking, yeah.
Yeah, I just never would have done it. And Lord knows we never would have recorded without you, you know what I mean? So, like, I mean, maybe eventually, but it probably, I don't know, it wouldn't have happened the way it did. So, whew, deciders.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And you can also, that 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 where you hear the decision and you're like, wait a second, like that actually lands really wrong with me. Well, that's useful information too, right? And that's the time where you can speak up and use that as kind of discernment and say, well, actually, now that you say that, I feel this other way.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Beautiful. We got something.
We did it.
Found some gems tonight. Nobody can hear you dance on the podcast.
I'm crushing it. You wouldn't. I did the worm.
It's an audio medium.
My daughter does the vertical worm. So she'll stand up and just go like this, like, yeah. Picture the worm but standing up.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's more practical, really. I love it.
Yeah, you don't have to get your shirt dirty. So yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, sweet. Listeners, hopefully you found a gem in here somewhere, something you can use, or at least had a good time. I don't know what's happening next. This is the end of a sequence of scheduled recording sessions, so it's a mystery. Maybe Approach will come on. That'd be fun. Rumor has it that the album is coming out this month. This month being August when the listeners hear. So we'll see. But love to talk to you, buddy, when you're ready.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one. But whatever it is, it'll be a good one. Or the best one we can come up with.
Yeah.
For Dat Fury Radio. We'll see you next week.
Bye.